It's time for a chicken update. First of all, these ladies are not as friendly as I'd hoped. I mean, they're not unfriendly, but with our current setup, we have to lift this lid and pick them up and carry them in their coop every night, and then pick them up out of the coop and put it back in the morning. You would think after, what, 6 weeks, that they would be more used to it, but they really aren't. They fight it every time. And here, you know, we've got the lid on this side's solid to here. So inevitably they go down to this corner and you have to army crawl through there and pick up a chicken and then climb back out over the top with it. Clearly, we did not think our design through very well. So it's time to fix it. Little chickie babies, do you want to say hi? So I'll show you how we have to do this currently. Got the hooks here. Now Brian fixed this door. You'll see that clipping a little bit. But in order to keep it from breaking again, definitely have to brace it with something. Now this, you'll remember I made this and I keep it in the coop. So I have to pick it up and down every day. I need to get something else for them to roost on while they're in here during the day. Come here. Your water is full of mud. You can't drink it like that. Chickens are not bright animals. I mean, I know everybody says that, but it's unreal. All right, here, have some muddy water. They have been wonderful about the food scraps. I've given them potato peelings. They love tomatoes. They really love corn. They ate the cabbage leaves that I cut off the bottom of a head of cabbage. They're great. So these are my girls. Don't ask me for names. I know Bean named them, but I don't know who's who. I could tell you the cinnamon queen, the one that is now on the left there, where's my finger? Right there. That's Big Bertha. I don't know what she was in the original naming sequence of Nikki, Ricky, Dickie, and Dawn, but now she's Big Bertha. The one on the right, the other cinnamon one on the right there, is Anxiety Annie, I guess. That's by far my craziest chicken. The black ones, I don't know how well you can see. The black ones are so pretty. If you can tell with that one in the back there, she's got like green sheen in her feathers. Will you come here so I can show the camera? And then the other one, the other black sex link, is all the way to the right there. And that one has a lot more brown like outline on her feathers. She still has some of that green sheen. I don't think that water's coming out very well, is it? It's kind of in a hole. We'll put it there. What you got, buddy? Huh? We're out here working on the chicken tractor because I broke it.
I'm trying to think why it didn't.
Why it didn't what?
Why it didn't fold all the way over like this.
I don't know. I thought it was something about because it was lower than the wood or something.
Because it would stop like this. We're fixing the chicken tractor. This week is going to be updating and fixing and adjusting everything we've done for the chickens.
And this thing didn't fold all the way back. It just kind of went about here, and so eventually it just wore out. We've definitely decided that we need to get a door with a timer to an automatic door that opens at sunrise and closes at sunset, because trying to be here at night, especially the closer we get to winter, when it's it's getting dark earlier and earlier, so trying to be here at night to pick them up out of this thing and put them in the coop is getting harder and harder to do. And So we're gonna need to adjust the chicken tractor too to where they can get in and out of it without us having to pick them up and put them over. So what we're probably gonna do is just build a little fenced area like we'd originally talked about outside of the coop, and then just get the door, and we should be good to go. I'm gonna start our chicken setup upgrade by lining the chicken coop with some plastic sheeting that was in Doug's barn. It's starting to get cold at night, and you know, the smokehouse is wood planks. It's got some gaps and holes in it, so that way they don't have quite as much cold blowing in there. It's also got a really tall roof, and I know that chickens huddle together for warmth, but I feel like most commercial coops you buy, you notice they're real short. It's because they only need so much space, and the smaller it is, the warmer they can stay. These gals have a 3-story house basically, so the heat is really gonna escape. So I just like to give them that a little bit of an advantage, just to keep the wind from blowing through too badly. Now, I am me, so I haven't done any measuring in there. I don't know how much I need. This stuff isn't in great shape, but I'm not worried about it being perfect. Oh, this is in good shape. This would be good to put under the driveway and stuff like that. I'm gonna start just stapling and then cutting. It's not gonna be pretty. Go straight down. I need a steppy stool. I am not tall enough. All right, let's do some more cutting. Where did I put my scissors this time? I just had to go back and watch this video to figure out where I set my scissors. There we go. Like I said, not pretty. So I cut out a gap for this door, but it occurred to me we got a new door. Actually, I think it just got delivered. That is solar powered, and it's set to open and close at sunrise and sunset. And I don't know that it's exactly the same size as this door that's here. So before I make anything permanent here, I'm gonna wait till we get that on. I love being knee deep in chicken poop. It's my fave.
So Charlotte has been working on hanging plastic in the coop. Rather than spend money, one way we're trying to save is over here at the second property we bought is this frame. It's made out of pipe. I'm assuming it was a trellis for something. I don't know. It hasn't had anything on it since I've been coming around. But I'm gonna pull this out of the ground, take it over to the other side. We're gonna wrap this in chicken wire, put a door on the back side of it for us to walk in and out. But then we'll mount it flush against the building so that the chickens can just come in and let themselves right back out. So first thing I gotta do is see if I can just muscle this thing out of the ground. Oh, well, I might need to go grab the tractor, see if I can use it. Yeah, it wants to come. Yeah, that one comes out quite a bit. What about this one? Yep, we'll go grab the tractor keys. See, I thought I grabbed everything. I never do. I'm gonna use my big brain and my even bigger tractor. I have a flat tire. That brand new one I just bought, too. So yeah, that sucks. That brand new tire's flat. It came off the rim. I don't know what that's about. But I got that out. Okay. Maybe I won't need Charlotte. Whew. Oh no! This pipe broke. You'll be shocked to know this thing is not super light. Let me catch my breath. I put the door in here and I put 2 supports in to narrow it down to the size of this door. It works out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to shave the top of this board and this board down. I'm going to put a couple of these across it to make little spots for the chickens to get their feet on. And then this actually will work perfectly as a ramp for them to come out when the door automatically opens and they can go into the coop. Hand on it the right way. Ha! Piece of crap. Oh, God. Yeah, that was good for it. Where did my square go? Okay, I'm losing my mind. Found it. This is why modern wood sucks compared to old wood. You never really had to pre-drill old tight grain hardwood. Modern wood just splits so easy because the grains are so loose. I'll go in there and mount my 2x4, and then this will be done other than hanging my solar panel. I think it's time to clean these grapevines up. There. Did it. Now I have this frame left. Now I'll say I am a very stubborn man. I always just do things. I never ask for help, much to Charlotte's chagrin. However, I'm gonna need help with this thing because I got it flipped over and drug over here. I got it out of the ground. But in order to flip it back over, it's gonna be a lot harder to flip it back over than it was to flip it this way.
The next day.
I'm gonna try to do this without Charlotte's help. We've been kind of working past each other all week and haven't had a chance to get her out here, although there she is right now.
Here I come.
Hello.
Hello.
You're looking very autumn.
Thanks.
Well, here's what I'm thinking. I'm about to back the truck up, lift this onto the tailgate, then I think if I stand on the tailgate, I might be tall enough to just push it up over.
You don't think if we're on either side we can do it?
We can try, but I don't know.
Well, I mean,
how about that? All right, just hold your end still for a second. No, it's just like this. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, you big bastard. Let it go, let it go.
I tried.
All right, just hold still for a second. Do you have a hold of the weight?
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, too, but
I wonder if we can like crab walk this thing. Yeah, just let go of that leg and try moving the other leg now. Then I'll move mine. All right. That was easy. Time to dig the hole. Okay. Pound on the top of those with the sledge and kind of push them down in the ground farther, but
can you jump up there and hang on it?
honestly, I could if I wasn't worried about hitting the roof.
Oh, yeah.
I could back the truck in there and hang on it, but
Why don't you back that truck up? Who are you playing with?
went over to the red barn. I found a bunch of old pipes. So I'm actually going to use these to build the door instead of wood, which would be a heck of a lot easier, a little bit better quality, and easier to connect to this metal frame. And while this doesn't fit, I got an extra one of these with an extra long bolt, so I can reconnect this leg up here. And then we should be good once the door's built and this leg's on. The leg's on and the door's built. I don't know if this thing will come off, but... Well, hello, Frank. There you are. Deaf old dog. Well, crap. I'm gonna say no, that's not gonna come off. Let's check the height on it and see if I can just cut it off and still use it. Oh yeah. But the people that design these freaking boxes, they make it so friggin' hard to get stuff out. Fitting off. And now I need a hammer. Maybe my big ass pipe wrench will work. Nope. Got the end of that hammered in the ground a little bit. Oh. Whew. I also bought somewhere out here, leaning over there, a couple of fence pickets. I'm going to pound those pickets a good 2 feet into the ground and then wire tie them to these. That'll hold it in place and it'll keep the ease of wrapping this so it's not such a pain in my butt. Whew. Now if I wire strap those together, these legs won't move, those legs won't move, and we'll be in good shape. Okay, so I mounted that hinge, and instead of wire, I used the lower hinge to attach the picket to the pipe. So now I'm going to cut these other pieces of pipe, make my door. So I figure I'll make the door, well, I'm 6'2", 6'3" with my boots. Plus you'll have to step over. So I'll just make it a 6-foot door. So then I don't have to worry about smacking my head on it. Well, it wasn't my smartest, because I should have measured where I put that lower hinge. Not that I can't raise it, but I tightened the ever-living crap out of it, so I'll have to duck a little bit. No big deal. Now I need to know what my opening is. 60 will work. All right, we'll do 60, cut this sucker straight in half. I'm gonna start wrapping this in chicken wire. So we're gonna do, hardware cloth is too expensive to wrap this entire thing in it. So we're gonna do hardware cloth around the bottom, since that's the most susceptible to predators, and then chicken wire the rest of the way up and over the top. But the very lowest run of this, I'm gonna sink in the ground a couple of inches, keep animals from burrowing under. Huh. There's a big sheet of corrugated metal under here. There's a whole bunch of that in there. That's weird. This is why I hate working with chicken wire, especially alone, because it's just tight and come on. But I'm finally getting some progress going here, and instead of feeding wire, we bought zip ties. Oh, there we go. Now I'm doing what is hopefully going to be the last row around the top. The ends of these are always wrapped up all stupid. They're like folded over on themselves, and this is a 50-foot roll, which means I gotta like attach it, and then try to hold this giant roll and attach it. Now I've got that last row of chicken wire on. I guess I'll wrap the door next. I had planned on throwing some plywood up on the roof because I found some in the red barn that I thought, you know what, that'll keep some of the snow and rain off of them, and it makes less chicken wire. That's a win-win across the board. However, when I went over there and looked at it, it's not actually, I mean, it is sheets of plywood, but it's a box that is holding a bunch of pipe. I don't know, it almost looks like tent posts or something, so I don't want to deconstruct the box just to use the pieces on here. So now I'm trying to figure out what I want to do as far as the roof on this thing. I'm trying not to sink a bunch of money into this. Let me think about it for a minute.
I have one zip tie left. Making them a little chicken tunnel.
I got brackets, so all I have to do is cut the wood to size, lay it up there, and they're just U brackets that go around the wood or around the pipe, and you just screw them in. So the roof will be real easy.
These are I don't even know if I can get my cutters in there.
Those aren't cutters; those are the lineman pliers.
Well, I know, but they cut.
Well, yeah.
I guess I'm not as coordinated with my hands as you are.
Why do you say that?
Because it takes me 48 times as long to do this as it takes you. Oh, well. I tried to do both at once.
Alright. That one's plenty for there. This piece I should be able to just do in half.
I wish I could just cut it like scissors.
Wow. Don't think you're done.
Almost.
I'll let you finish it.
Okay. I appreciate it. You saved me some time.
Yeah. If you say so.
Charlotte had to go out of town to go to a funeral, and so I've been here trying to get this finished. I was hoping to have it done the very first day she was gone so that I wouldn't have to deal with the chickens in the morning and in the evening. Did not work out that way. Daylight savings time really kind of screwed me. But I did get the roof put on over the last 2 days. I had to pull that support from the middle of the door from when I put that in, because I wasn't thinking about the fact that that door slides up, it doesn't lift out. So all I have left now is I'm going to program that door, see how it works, and then I'll try it tomorrow morning, see if it works. The chickens are out when I come by on my way to work, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Okay, well, I just wasted another day. This is why I haven't been able to get this done. I only have about 45 minutes at max from when I get off of work until the sun starts to go down. And when I went to look at the door to start programming it, I realized I had to rebuild the entire frame. It wasn't offset enough for that door to pass the wall that exists in there, which took 20 minutes, 30 minutes. I got it rebuilt. Now, I turned it on, hit the manual open button. It opened smoothly, it closed smoothly. So I'm gonna put the chickens up for the night. Tomorrow when I get off of work, I'm gonna get this thing programmed. So, fingers crossed. All I have to do tomorrow is a little programming. That's not so bad. All right, so I got out of work a little early today. So we're gonna see if we can get this thing set. Resetting timer or light. Press and hold this. Open at call it 6:40. Close at, call it 5:40. So that would be, oh dang it, that would be 17:40. Now how do I set the current time? Because it is not no, it's military time, so it's 16:30. Sweet, hopefully I'm like about done with this friggin' chicken coop. All right, third trip this morning to the chickens, because the camera didn't have a memory card the first time, didn't have enough battery the second time. So now we're bringing out the food. But I do know already that the door worked. We only had to teach them once to come out.
Yeah.
When I came out last night to check on them, they were already, had put themselves back in as soon as the sun started to go down.
They're like, we're in here, guys, and there's no water, no food. Look at them staring at us.
You guys suck.
What the hell, man?
So obviously I have to figure out a latch yet, instead of just stacking plywood against it.
Here's you some food. I know you're starving to death, aren't you? Starving to death. You're good. I'm just getting the grass. I know. There you go.
Giant feeder, and they're all in one spot.
Are you thirsty too? Here. There you go.
So at least for a few days, we'll have to just come out and check on them, just to make sure everything's good. Mainly in the evening is what I'm worried about. The mornings, they'll figure out to come out, just to make sure they all get in before the door closes. But, you know, it ended up being more of a job than I had originally hoped. But, like I said earlier in the video, whether Charlotte cut it out or not, this work was a lot up front, but it means much less work going forward. Nobody has to come out here in the morning, come out here in the evening, and...
I slept in today.
Yeah, we both slept in. Charlotte slept in. I slept in past sunrise, but Charlotte slept in till
9.
Till 9.
Great. Look at me, I'm a whole new person.
So you want to say it this week?
We're making progress. They're so happy in here.
All right, goodbye, chickens.
Follow along with us every week, Sundays, noon Eastern time. Watch us through our successes and our failures and everything in between on YouTube, Rumble, and Patreon at Armstrong Acres Farm.
Where we will continue to make progress.
That's right.
Making progress.